What's up, everybody? We got a light slate of action tonight, but I still got 10 plays for you guys in the video tonight. Not all of them are going to be full unit plays. I'll probably throw 3 or 4 half units in on these. I haven't decided which yet, but Bam Adebayo over 4.5 assists. He's covered 9 of his last 10. He's covered 8 of 12 at home, averaging 5.2 assists per game when he plays at home. They're facing OKC tonight, minus 114 on BetVictor. Tyrese Maxey over 1.5 steals. 8 of 10, 7 of 9 at home, 2 of 2 versus Charlotte, averaging 3 per game, plus 110 on PointsBet. That one probably will be a full unit play. Bobby McMahon over 1.5 shots on goal. He's covered, actually, I'll tell you guys when it's going to be a half unit. Bobby McMahon over 1.5 shots on goal. He's covered 9 of his last 10. 7 of 10 on the road. He's hit this number. 1 of 1 versus Buffalo, averaging 2 shots on goal per game. A couple of these, him and Yuri Kulik, who I'm going to mention in a minute, you might have to sweat these out, as both these players tend to get around that 2 shots on goal per game, but they're very consistent. Claude Giroux is another player to watch out for, who will almost every game get you 2 shots on goal, 2 shots on goal, and make you sweat it out a little bit, but they almost always get them 2 shots per game. I expect the same out of McMahon tonight, hence the odds are a little less, minus 188 on FanDuel. Mike Matheson over 1.5 shots on goal. He's covered this number 9 straight, 7 of 12 on the road. They're in Detroit to face the Red Wings tonight, minus 178 on FanDuel. And now we're at Yuri Kulik over 1.5 shots on goal. He's covered 9 of 10, 9 of 10 at home. He's 1 of 1 versus the Maple Leafs, averaging 2 shots on goal. Like I said before, this one you might have to sweat out. He's Mr. 2 shots on goal, always 2 shots on goal, almost every game. That's the way it appears. I know it's obviously isn't. Otherwise, I'd say he's like 11 of 11, 10 of 10, instead of 9 straight and 9 of 10. Minus 175 on Botano. Sorry for rambling there. Marco Rossi over 0.5 points. You can find that minus 133 on Betway. I'm going to be on Rossi until these odds adjust. As long as he's playing on that top line there in Minnesota, I'm going to be all over him. And he's showing this year why he was such a high draft pick by the Wild. I also am going to put a half a unit on him for an anytime goal, which you can find at plus 275 on Leo Vegas. He notched one the other night when I had him on a point. I also played a quarter unit on his goal, so I might as well give that out to you guys tonight, as I'll put a half unit on it today. Detroit on the money line. They're 7-3 their last 10 versus the Habs. Last 3 meetings, Detroit's won 5-4 in a shootout, 5-4 in overtime, 5-4 in overtime. Even though the over-under in the last 10 doesn't really trend to the over, I might take a peek at that over-under on that number. If I do, it'll only be a quarter unit play to the over. But Detroit at money line, minus 150 on Sports Interaction. Carolina on the money line, 7-3 versus Washington, won 4-2, 4-2. The last 2 meetings, minus 135 on 3ET. And I do like the Leafs on the money line. It's a half unit play. I don't know whether I'm betting this one with my heart or not. They've been playing so well lately. My Leafs are such a good regular season team. It's when it gets to the playoffs that I start to question them and don't like putting money on them as much as I do in the regular season. They remind me a lot of the Tampa Lightning in the early 2000s and 2010 to 2014, before they really jumped up and started winning a couple cups. And that's all I got on the slate for tonight. Got the old Mario Lemieux, one player that I've always hated, but a lot of respect for. One of the best I've ever seen. Just outside the top 3 for me, sitting at 4th in my all-time rankings. Gretzky's number 1, obviously, for me. And if you guys want my list, I'll go through my list of best players, favorite players in every sport if you want. Good luck with all your bets tonight. Peace.